Alright, we are back for round 3, and I think I figured out how to change the settings so that you don't hear every time I click the mouse, because I'm sure that was very annoying. And I like to spam click a lot, just, I don't know, kind of a habit of mine, I guess. So, our opponent won the die roll, is on the play. I think we're going to keep this hand, but it's not great, but it has like mana fixing with abundant growth and evolving wilds, and we also have blasphemous act to try to like dig us out of a hole. So yeah, we'll try it. Clifftop retreat go. So he's either playing. There's basically two decks that start this way. Three decks. He could be playing Naya. He could be playing just white red aggro, which is hyper aggressive, or he could be playing the miracle deck, the 3-color miracle deck. So I guess we'll find out shortly. I'm going to play Abundant Growth here instead of Evolving Wilds. It just digs us a card deeper, and we can play this like next turn if we don't have another play. Yeah. So I think it's better to just start with this. Alright, so he's on Naya. Scorned Villager. That's pretty bad news for us because he's probably going to... Yeah. So he's going to flip a Scorned Villager. That puts us in quite a bad position. That was about the worst card we could have seen there. Like, he might be able to cast, like... If he casts, like, Silverheart this turn, then we're just in worlds of trouble. So... and Huntmaster. So... get an island. Mountain. We'll get a mountain, actually. Yeah, so we're in a lot of trouble because this Huntmaster is also going to flip. We could cast Bonfire for 1, which keeps his Huntmaster from flipping. Or we can just let his Huntmaster flip. If we were on the play this game, it would have gone much differently. We could have bonfired this guy, and he wouldn't have been able to cast this. We'd been in much better shape. But that is the way it crumbles, and yeah, I don't know what's right here. Like, I don't want to waste a bonfire, but in the same token, I don't want to just take a lot of damage. So let's see, if we let it flip, we're taking 8 total damage, plus 2 from the flip, which puts us at 10. I think we have to cast the bonfire, as bad as that is. I think we just have to keep his Huntmaster from flipping. It just buys us life points. Like, we have a pretty good end game in this. Our hand is pretty good late. We just need to not die. We need to be able to survive to cast this and then play these out. I'm really hoping he plays another creature post-combat. Which I guess that doesn't matter for Blasphemous Act. I need him to play 2 creatures. He doesn't play any. I think we need to draw like Huntmaster, or we need to draw a creature this turn or we're dead. So something that we can play. Sulfur Falls is not it. But maybe he has nothing. I don't know. So, yep. So the deck has not been performing too well, unfortunately. Maybe I should have mulliganed this hand. I don't think so. Like, interesting, he's attacking. So he thinks we have Wolfear Avenger, which we don't, but... so he only attacked with that. So we have Strangleroot Geist. This is going to cost 6. We can only have 5 mana this turn. So our options are Silverheart or Tamiyo or Strangleroot Geist. I'm going to play Tamiyo. Tamiyo lets us maybe not die. I mean, we're still in trouble, but like if he has Restoration Angel here, then we're dead. Yeah, he probably has it. I don't know. Yeah, if he had just cast that last turn, we were dead. But oh well. All right, just getting destroyed. Every time I've played the deck, it's not gone this badly. I think we're just having pretty bad draws, but it's part of Magic. I guess if we didn't cast Abundant Growth, we could have kept his guy from flipping, but I don't think we could have known that. You know, he was on Naya, or that he would play a Silverheart or play a Scorn Villager in turn 2. I think that's asking too much to be able to intuit that. Devils play. Honestly, not sure exactly how to board. I think we want Garruk against him because he has the mana dorks, so we want to kill those. And he doesn't threaten Garruk as well as some of the other decks do. I don't think we want Dungeon Geist because of Restoration Angel. It just kind of makes Dungeon Geist not very good. We do want Blasphemous Axe. We have to cut 2 cards. And I think, again, it's going to be Brimstone Volley. And we're going to try this. Yeah, we're going to try this setup. So. Yeah, we'll keep it. This, again, is kind of a weak hand, but I don't think we can throw it back. So, and it has Abundant Growth, Strangleroot Geist. Alright, we wanted to see that. So he paused on his draw step. I don't know if he has a pause set up naturally, but we'll check that next turn. He may have just told us that he has a bonfire in his hand. Some people have a pause set up in their draw step to disguise miracles, but others don't. And so you get to tell whenever they draw a miracle. Yep, so he drew a bonfire last turn. It's kind of a little cheesy that you get to figure that out, but that's just how it goes. So I think we start by playing Abundant Growth on this. Would love to draw Pillar of Flame here. That would be the best. Not a Pillar of Flame. We will bash on in with our Huntmaster, or our Strangleroot Geist. If we had drawn a Pillar, we could kill this, which sets up Garruk better, but we did not. I think we'll get an island with this. That way all of our duels will come into play untapped. And an island's a little bit more relevant than the other lands. Okay, so Borderland Ranger is fine. Let's see what he gets. Probably the Mountain. No, he gets a Plains. Oh, and he has the Evolving Wilds for the Mountain. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Garruk. Yeah, that's a good draw. We're gonna play Garruk, and we're gonna fight his Scorn Villager, and that's gonna constrict him on mana, and he has to have a removal spell for this. Like if he wants his Borderland Ranger to attack Garruk, he has to have a removal spell for this, and that's kind of unlikely because it has 2 lives with Undying. So we're probably gonna get to untap with a Garruk in play, unless he has like a Brimstone Volley or a Pillar of Flame. But in that case, like that's fine. You know, we killed a guy and he used to remove, and he spent his turn and a card killing Garruk. We are fine with that trade. Drawing a land would be pretty awesome for us next turn as well. We can play this and bond with this, or play this and tap something. So we'll see what he does. Okay, so he's just playing his own Garruk to Legend Rule ours. I'm fine with that. Would love to draw. Okay, that's not a land. So we'll attack. and then we'll play Huntmaster the fellows. One nice thing about Strangleroot Geist is it makes Bonfire much worse. Okay, so he is blocking, so that may change our play a bit. If we play Huntmaster, since we know he has Bonfire, we don't want to just jam a Huntmaster into his Bonfire. So I think a better play is to hold open for Wolfear Avenger. Alright, so he has another Bonfire. He just and he's choosing not to cast it again. So he has multiple Bonfires in hand, and he's casting Huntmaster. And we will flash in this guy end of turn. And we drew another Huntmaster. Normally that would be awesome, but not as much now since we know he has Bonfire. But he doesn't have a land, so it's wouldn't be terrible to. But we're just gonna pillar his Huntmaster and then attack with both, I guess. Since he has Gathering Township, I don't mind trading Strangleroot Geist for his Wolf token. And again, we're really hoping we draw a land, which lets us bond with this and just put him on a really tough clock. So he's still missing a land. Okay, here's Borderland Ranger to get the land he needs. So he can cast Bonfire next turn. If he doesn't get a mountain and we draw a land, we can play Tamiyo and tap his mountain. And that would be very awesome for us. Okay, so he gets a forest. Okay. We drew the land. Beautiful. And I think we're going to actually play Silverheart, though. We just want to put him as close to dead as possible. And putting this kind of pressure on him makes Tamiyo much better. Next turn, he might have to play a blocker out. And then next turn, we can just play Tamiyo, I don't know how to pronounce it, and tap his blocker down and then kill him. So he is. Let's see what he's going to play here. Okay, Conscripts is good. He gets to reset Wolfear Silverheart. He has to reset the Soulbond on Wolfear Silverheart. So, and he is attacking with both, which I'm a little surprised by that attack, since that leaves him open to taking a lot of damage this turn. Yeah, I'm very surprised that he attacked with both. We're going to play Huntmaster because we want to bond with Silverheart. One thing I'm noticing playing this deck, we're really not casting Tamiyo that much. That might mean that Tamiyo is not that great. Alright, so he is just conceded to the Huntmaster. So see if we want to change anything with how we sideboard. Interestingly enough, I think this guy might be running the Naya list that I've been playing, because he had conscripts instead of Silverheart, and the Naya deck that I was playing was running conscripts. So it would be interesting to. Hopefully, I don't lose to my own deck. That would be sad times. So. I like this. I think we're going to stick with this. We may actually want to cut Silverhearts just for Brimstone Volleys to keep our curve down, but I think that might be a mistake. So we'll just stick with this and see how it goes. Yeah, we will keep this. I would love to Devil's play a mana creature. So, okay, Evolving Wilds is a very good draw. I think instead of playing Abundant Growth, we're going to play Evolving Wilds. The reason is that we don't want to Abundant Growth our own forest here, because we would rather Abundant Growth this mountain. And so Evolving Wilds, lets us use it now, and we can decide what we want to get based on like what we see from him. So I think we're going to see Scorn Villager here. Okay, we don't see any mana creature, so I think we get an island is what we do. Okay, and we have another forest now. So since we have another forest, I'm fine just abundant growthing the forest. I don't think we want to abundant growth the island because that restricts us to only having one source of blue. Yep, so the forest was fine. And he still has nothing. So he's probably going to play like Huntmaster next turn or Garruk. If he plays Garruk, it's going to die. If he plays a Huntmaster, then that changes the dynamic some. We'll see what he does. I hope he plays Garruk, to be honest. If he plays Garruk, what we'll do is we'll flash in Wolfear Avenger end of turn. We can Devil's play his token and then attack Garruk with this. But he's playing Huntmaster instead. So we will play Wolfear Avenger, and we'll probably have to Devil's play his Huntmaster, which is exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, we don't really have the luxury of we don't have if we play our own Huntmaster, what he can do is just pass the turn and kill our Huntmaster. The way the triggers work, his would go on the stack first and kill our Huntmaster before ours would transform. So we don't want that to happen. That's why we're not going to play this yet. Instead, we're just going to kill it. And I guess alternatively, we could attack first, and if he double blocks, we'll kill his Huntmaster with just the Avenger. So I think that's probably the best bet, is to attack first. Because we're going to attack anyway after Devil's playing his Huntmaster, we might as well give him an opportunity to make a mistake. He doesn't. So we're going to use this opportunity to also play Evolving Wilds. So we'll Devil's play that for 2. And we're just going to go ahead and crack this. I think all we have left is forests, so we'll get one of those. We're 1 red source short of flashing this back. A second Huntmaster of the Fellows. That is about the best card we could see him play because we had this Bonfire. So that's exactly what we wanted to see. We're going to play the Mountain. We are going to Bonfire for 2. So that gives us a huge advantage in this game. And then next turn we can play this and bond, and we're in really good shape. I think Bonfire was exactly what he did not want to see. And that's the power of Bonfire right there. I mean, I just destroyed his board with it. And maybe he has another hunt. He has a Garruk Relentless now. So he might opt to fight this. Yeah, he's just going to trade Garruk with that. Which I think is actually a good play for him. I think that's the right play. There's no reason to risk, losing Garruk to another removal spell. Like if I have another red source I can Devil's play, might as well just at least get value out of it. I'm going to play Silverheart here, even though it's kind of at risk, being only a 4/4. But I want to maximize my mana a little bit better. So we'll play this, and then next turn we can play this in bond and hit for a lot. Is the hope. So. Alright, so he's passing the turn here. To me, that suggests Restoration Angel. So, we're just going to play Huntmaster. I'm like 80% on him having Restoration Angel here. And I do want to soul bond with the actual Huntmaster. And the reason is just in case he starts chaining Huntmasters together, you want yours to survive a flip. Normally you would want to chain with the worst creature. That way, you give him incentive to kill your worst creature off. But in this case, we don't want to do that. So here's the Restoration Angel, right? And he maybe is just going to chump here, which I'm fine with that. It's possible he has like a blasphemous act, and he's just trying to like buy himself time. So for that reason, we're not going to play Borderland Ranger. We don't want to like make blasphemous act cheaper for him. So he's miracling. He is drawing a bonfire here, which is not what he wants. He can't kill any of our creatures with it. So, okay, Slayer of the Wicked. Okay, so he gets to kill Huntmaster with Slayer. That's a card I did not expect to see, but that happens. We can Sulfur Falls. Awesome. That's beautiful. That lets us flashback the doubles play. And we may kill, like, I want to think to see if we can kill him this turn. And I don't think we can. So, 1, 2, 3, yep. So we have exactly the right amount of mana to flashback doubles play on his guy. And then play this to soul bond with this. So, that was perfect for us. And next turn, even if he finds a way to deal with our creatures, we can just kill him with this doubles play in our hand. So we are in very good shape. I don't think there's any card he could have to keep us from winning this game. So he finally draws the land, but it's kind of too little too late, I think. Scorn Villager and Avacyn's Pilgrim. So he has blockers, but he's just going to die to, I guess we'll bonfire him. So, alright. We won the game, and I will be back for the final round.